Hello everyone, this is another GT500.org Minecraft video. After my last two videos on blinking lights, some people, they mentioned that they were having trouble replicating it on their servers, and the subject of my use of administration mods on my server came up, so I decided to set up an unmodded server so that we can test the blinking lights, and I copied my world to this new server. That way we can see if my old stuff still works, and as you can see that's still working just fine, and I haven't had to modify it at all. So let's go over what I think may be the problem real quick. First I'll go over the basics of making this one more time. You start with a block, doesn't matter what the block is as long as you can put a torch on the side. And you put a torch on the side like that. And then you get a redstone repeater, and you'll note that the torch powers the repeater. So you want to set the repeater for the longest delay, and you'll note the arrow on the repeater. Power only goes that way. It will not feed back into the torch through the repeater. So let's put down the redstone dust, and you'll notice it starts blinking now. Now the reason this is blinking is when the torch is on, there's a slight delay of about a second coming through this repeater into the dust. And now this dust acts as a circuit, bringing it back into this block. Now the torch on the side of the block acts like a inverter, so that when this is powered and it hits this block, it turns the torch off. So the torch blinks on and off because of the repeater and the inverter. Now if we do this, now just to re-illustrate, you'll notice when this is lit up, the torch is not lit up. It's just alternating back and forth because of the inverter and the repeater. Now if we put a torch down here, or anywhere along this, anywhere that's touching this redstone dust, you'll notice that it's a constant power source, which feeds into the block with the torch on the side, which acts as an inverter and permanently turns the torch off. And if we knock this out, it starts working again. The only way to make this blinking light thingy work is to use a block and put your torches on the block. That way, when power comes through this circuit and hits the block, it acts as an inverter. Each time this powers on, the lights power off. Each time this powers off, the lights power back on. And of course you can add as many blocks as you want, as long as you don't overextend the circuit, because redstone circuits do have a limit to how far you can take them. You can see it all works quite nicely until we do something like this. And suddenly, it's broken again. Knock the torch out, and it stops feeding power into the circuit, and the circuit starts blinking again. This happens whenever one of these torches comes in contact with the redstone circuit. They have to be on the sides of the blocks, and the redstone dust cannot be directly touching any of the torches. If we come in, say from the side, and we hit one of the torches like this, it actually causes a funny feedback. Now if we knock this out, suddenly it breaks the clock generator. These are on, and these are off, and these are off, because of the power that this torch is sending down through the circuit. If we put that back in place, it starts blinking sporadically again. And if we knock this out, it starts blinking normally. And so hopefully this clarifies some of the issues people have been having with these blinking lights. I have to admit I'm not really great with redstone, but I was able to figure this much out on my own. So hopefully this video has been helpful, and if you have any issues, of course you can leave comments in the comments below. and I will do my best to answer them. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day.